Hello, my name is Katja Milner and I'm a final year PhD candidate based at the University of Nottingham in the UK in the Department of Medicine and Health Sciences. And I'm going to talk very briefly today about my PhD research, which is exploring the role of spirituality in mental health and recovery. So what do we mean by spirituality? Well, it's a very broad concept which includes both religious and non-religious expressions. Essentially, it's about what gives us meaning and purpose in life and about how we make sense of the world around us. Within the context of research, there's been a growing interest in spirituality research, including the relationship between spirituality and mental health. Clearly, mental health is of increasing concern, particularly within the current COVID context. There's also been large-scale empirical evidence demonstrating positive health outcomes in relation to spirituality and mental health. But despite this, research has also indicated a gap in clinical practice, which it calls a religiosity gap. So how can we bridge this religiosity gap so that clinicians can better understand this dimension? Well, my research is looking at how we can improve understanding of people's own lived experiences of spirituality and mental health through a qualitative systematic review and a narrative study. And I'm going to talk just very briefly about the findings of the qualitative systematic review. The review looked at the experiences of spirituality and mental health in adults in past peer-reviewed research. And the results of the thematic synthesis identified 6 key themes, which created the acronym MYSTIC. The themes are meaning making, identity, service provision, talk about it, interaction with symptoms, and coping. And you can find out more about this study in the reference provided at the bottom of the slide. A key aim of this framework and the study was to make the topic of spirituality and mental health easier to understand and to open up conversation and reflection about it. To support this aim, I created a user-friendly resource, one for general wellbeing, which is shown on this slide, with some reflective questions around each theme, and one for clinicians to help them to understand the clinical relevance of each of the themes and some clinical approaches and questions that they might ask to clients that they're working with. And you can access this toolkit at the link at the bottom of the slide. So thank you very much for listening. You can find out more about this study in the articles provided at the bottom of the slide, or do feel free to contact me on my email shown here on the slide. Thank you very much.